The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On first down, Lance. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Here's a diving catch right side. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Throwing on first down is Lance. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 19. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lance to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Lance now on first down. Buying time to his left. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. 30.
Woo, yeah!
10. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Follow recovery. Touchdown for Arizona. Backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone. Can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. Will lead to a 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Mostert, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Excellent work by Marcus Golden shooting into the backfield for the stop. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Lance now to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. They run with Patterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Shotgun now for Murray. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Not much there, only a yard. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now Lance. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Two minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On second down, it's Patterson, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Working with his 2nd and 4. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Murray. Steps away. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And he is Isabella in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-0. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A final shot before half for Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Patterson on the carry. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now Murray off play action. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it is 28-0. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Lance going to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
We got 3 down. Check 4.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. picked up by Jesse Bates. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Patterson will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive line.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it. Go the other way, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Follow recovery touchdown for Arizona. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Prater for the extra point, and it is 42-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Lance. Incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They do go for it. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Just keeping the play alive. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Lance finding Kittle. 1st down, San Francisco. Lance now on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Lance looking to throw it.
Steps away to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Lance. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact, he's definitely there too early.
On play action, Lance.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Back to throw it, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Murray now. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On play action, it's Murray. Dancing to his left. Caught left side, Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Murray now to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go one more. Hey. Shoot. Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, defense. Hey.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Get that ball right here. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Omaha. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check.
Throwing again, Murray. Flushed out right. He's got it to Williams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. All right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
He will return this from deep in the end. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And he is out of bounds here. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up, well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. A little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I liked about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Arizona, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.